welcome back to Boring Reviews. Jodi here.
Nick here.
And today we're reacting...
Nick here. Nick here, there we go.
Finding yourself is difficult.
The aim was difficult.
And today we're reacting to another...
Micky Flanagan, baby.
And we are reacting to Miserable at 50. Yep.
I sure hope not. I just turned 40 not too long ago, a few weeks ago. And I was preparing myself mentally for it. But when you're a kid, when you're young, when you're growing up, you think like once I hit 40, life's pretty much done.
Yep.
Like there's no point of hoping.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you find yourself a year away, and now here I am at it. And it's okay. Like I feel the same I did at 39, right? I feel okay. I'm not one of those people that stresses too much about age, but I'm not gonna lie. Like once I hit 40, I'm like, oh my gosh,
old.
I am 10 years away from 50, and I hope I won't offend anyone, because if you're at 50 or older, love that you're watching this video and you've already been here. You know what it feels like. But when I was younger, 50 was just like, am I gonna be retired at that point?
Do you have grandkids?
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. So it's quite interesting. I hope I'm not miserable at 50 is my point. I don't think I will. A lot of people have some great advice. They said 40, you're in your prime.
That's what
you're
people
making
say.
your best money. You're in your best shape. All this kind of, you've learned some things about life. You've learned things socially. And I do agree with that in a lot of ways.
Nope, it's true. But I'm looking forward to our 50s and our 60s. Travel. The kids will
travel to the doctor's office.
Travel. Stop. We won't be 70. But we can travel the world. Our kids will be grown up. Maybe having kids of their own. Like, it'll be fun.
They may not be grown up, but they'll be older. Mature wise.
I'm thinking, gotcha. I'm thinking 50s, 60s with grown up. Like, they'll still definitely be in our home when we're in our 40s. But you know.
Oh my. So we're going to go and check this out. If you do not know, I'm a huge Micky Flanagan fan. Didn't get introduced to him until reacting to him on this channel. So if you have any other diamonds in the rough as far as comedians, please let us know. But we're excited to check this out. If you like our reaction anyway, please don't forget to
like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be aware of our next uploaded videos.
Here we go.
When you get to 50, you get a bit of a miserable bastard. Things start upsetting you that never bothered you before. Little tiny things. I was on the train the other day, and a man had a wobbly wart coming off of his eye. It's a proper hanger he had. The hanger's rare nowadays, isn't it? And it was, the train was wobbling, and it was wobbling, and I was like, oh, Christ. It was really irritating me. Why have I got to look at your wobbly wart for 2 hours? Sort yourself out, son. But what was really irritating me was why it wasn't irritating him. How cool is this man? Gets up in the morning, boing.
No.
Dude, just his voice, it always makes me so happy. His whole little style, like this or that. I'm in the same way. I see, I guess you can't control warts. You can get them removed. But I see warts on people's faces. They're in different places, and I just can't not look at it. I'm sorry. But I do feel bad for those that get on their eyelid, because, that's got to be so weird.
Yeah, and how do you remove that safely? I don't know.
Well, safely is the key word, yes.
Because you get to a point in your life where you've only got a little bit of patience, and you've got to save that for the people you love and care about. Normally your children and your parents. Because they often have the capacity to talk quite a lot of bollocks. And if you get them both together, it's a tough night.
It's a tough night.
I took my little boy the other day, he's 7, to meet me dad, 82, down the Roman Road. Oh, it was a tough afternoon. The boy started straight away, Dad, do you think the Hulk could beat Spider-Man in a fight? I said, I don't know, son, I don't know the answer to these questions. The next couple of days I kept thinking, I don't know, do you think the Hulk could beat Spider-Man? Be a tasty fight, wouldn't it?
Tasty fight.
I said to him, don't drive me mad, play on your iPad for another 3 hours, go on.
Absolutely.
Because like a lot of parents, I started off good with the screen time. I said, only 2 hours a week, absolutely maximum, 2 hours a week. Oh yeah. Couple of months later, I'm watching The Chase, he's getting groomed on Moshi Monsters.
Oh my gosh.
Dad, Dad, I'm playing a geezer from Belgium. Yeah, that's nice, boy. He's 51. Oh, really? I bet he's good, isn't he?
No.
He wants to meet up, Dad. Yeah, just send him our postcode, he'll sort it out.
That's so messed up.
And then my dad starts. Now, my dad was evacuated during the war. You wouldn't know it. Ooh. Sometimes it's all 10 seconds before he crowbars it into the conversation. He said to me, when's the little boy going to start walking to school on his own then? I said, I don't know, Dad, it's dangerous out there. You've got loads of traffic, you've got 70s entertainers floating about everywhere. It's dangerous, isn't it? I don't know why they don't just bring them all in. Action Man. Catweasel, he can come in. That geezer who used to get up in the night for the lemonade. I'm a secret journalist. Oh, yes.
Inside joke.
Beeping about in the middle of the night. So my dad said, don't talk to me about danger. I thought, oh, here we go. You see, when I was a little boy, I was evacuated, weren't I, down to the Kent countryside. I used to have to walk to school on my own, right? I was walking to school one morning. German bomber came over, didn't it? Just on his way back from Blitz in London. He saw me.
He saw me.
Yeah, probably that, yeah, 2,000 feet up, 3,000 feet. Yeah, he spotted you, didn't he? Yeah, he doubled back. Seen him in the rear view. Aha, Sven child! I shall this fight! He said, yeah, he came in low, out the sun. Crafty, about 8 feet from the floor. He's opened the machine guns up on me, hasn't he? He said, I dived in the bushes, saved my own life. I come up, brushed the brambles off, I carried on to school. And finishes it off with a tirade of abuse against the German people I've not heard for a long time. Fucking dirty slags. Pieces of shit. We should go over there, bomb them again, in case they get a few ideas. I said, Dad, don't keep swearing in front of the boy, please. Why not? Because I don't want him swearing. Oh, of course you Yeah, but if he keeps hearing you swear, he'll think he can swear. Well, tell him he can't. Don't dig me out. And I know where he's coming from, because I don't ever remember grown-ups not swearing around me when I was a little boy. The rules were, grown-ups could swear and you couldn't, you were a kid. But your day would come. A big rites of passage day, wasn't it? Swearing indoors for the first time. Normally when you put a few quid on the table, first bit of housekeeping, bosh. Your mum would say, all right, you have a nice day at work. No, it was shit. Why was it so hard? Foreman's a... Oh! You had to go too far, didn't you? You had to go too far. Only your father uses the C word in this kitchen. Or me about your father.
Oh man.
Oh, Micky Flanagan. He makes me laugh so much. I could just hear him talking about whatever he wants to talk about for hours. And it would just make my day.
Sorry.
Did you really just yawn?
I'm sorry, it has nothing against him.
After that comedic genius?
It has nothing against him. It's nothing against him.
The story about his dad
okay.
being singled out by a bomber and getting shot at, and it was the bulletproof bushes that saved his life?
That's hilarious, because you do hear that from like your parents and your grandparents and stuff. I did this and I did that. And it's like, yeah, well, for one, we don't live in the same time period anymore. And two, like, nope, I don't know. But yes, I've heard, we haven't heard that story, but you know that, like, you should let your kids.
No, I walked 15 miles to school both ways, or uphill
in the snow.
Ways. The thing that, I think about, because you're right, we've gotten way more protective, and I'm part of that. My whole thing as a parent is, obviously, I don't want my kids to be kidnapped, but I don't want it to be on my watch. I don't want it to be on her watch, but I don't want to be like, I'm sitting there watching the game. Yeah, go ahead and play outside. And then they never, that's just terrifying to me. And I'm more willing to be out there and watch them while they play than have that happen because, not just that being bad enough, but also like the guilt of like, I was just sitting there watching TV. But I wonder, is it a combination of times have gotten worse and we've been way more protective? Or are we more protective because times have gotten worse?
I think times have gotten a little bit worse. I think what's the biggest thing is that technology. This was around in the 80s and the 70s and stuff. People just didn't get the news that fast.
Yeah.
There's not the technology that we have now. Yeah, I think we're just more aware because you can put things and get it immediately. You're hearing what's going on. But I also think that human trafficking is really, really big right now. And I think things like that have become more prevalent than they used to be.
And again, that's the question. Like, obviously, it's probably gotten bigger than before, but was it always pretty big and we just didn't know about it? I remember, I think it's the very first episode of The Wonder Years, one of my favorite shows. He narrates and he talks about, back then I can be out after dark and I can walk home by myself and no one worried about it. We didn't lock our doors at night. We just went to sleep with them unlocked, didn't even think about it. And he's narrating it from the future. He's like, now we would never think about doing that. So it brings up that question, but again, a lot of times these parents and grandparents, they're right. They did have it more rough. I catch myself all the time talking to the students where I'm 20, 30 years older than they are. And I'm like, you guys have no idea how it was even harder when I was a kid. And that was nothing compared to this. So we've definitely gotten more soft. But absolutely love this. We love that you watch our reactions to Micky Flanagan. It really makes our day because we love watching his reacting to his videos. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time.
Goodbye.